Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Got maybe a yard. Third down and 9 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 35, he's open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Moore with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And and that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside, it's Davison. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Jordan. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Maybe some room here. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. Dante Moore. Pressure coming. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and a Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Again, it's Moore. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's apparent this quarterback took care of the film study this week. He is locked into this game plan right now. We already saw him throw a touchdown on the first drive. There's another beautiful throw. Vertically down the field to set his offense up. He is playing in tremendous rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback will keep it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. Back open in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Raiola to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Pulls and fires complete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
On the run, it's Jordan. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Quarterback making adjustments. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Mayaba. Snagged out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? A crease. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Moore. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Moore will throw. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. To the 10. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get to...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throwing more. He's got the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Mayava. under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Tigers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Shakes off the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Dante Moore. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Running inside, it's Davison. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the option. Got a little grass. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Run inside. It's Griffin. Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down, fighting off the defender.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll try to power their way ahead. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
They'll run it. It's Davison. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. The give on the counter. Could be an out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Swings it out to his running back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
On the ground, it's Alston. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Ready, go! Wants to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second. Interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running inside, it's Hill.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to move them on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running into the open space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for room, it's Griffin. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the counter. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quick handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.